I've been living in London now for about 10 years, and I don't mind a bit of London transport actually. I know it's a bit of a piss take sometimes, but it's kind of alright. What I find is the problem often is the human beings I encounter when I'm trying to actually travel on London transport. I have a bit of a thing called a queue jinx, whereas if I'm going to like a cash machine or a ticket machine, I'm usually behind a person that's using it for the very first time. And they're just kind of stood there, poised at the machine with their card wavering around, looking a bit dead behind the eyes, not unlike TV's Test Daily. And then you notice, during the come dancing, smiley beautiful smile, shiny lovely hair, nothing behind the eyes. Straight Come Dancing is back next month, so check it out. And so I stand behind this person, I can't help but intervene and just go, you do know it's not a television, don't you? You do know it's not a Tracy Emin, you know what I'm saying? And after a while they kind of work out how to use it. And then I found myself going to the ticket barriers, and the people either side of me, they're in a rush and they're going through, they've got the race cars ready, they're like bang, 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 bang. I get behind the person who gets to the ticket barriers and goes, now. And the bag sign is when they put their bag on the barrier to start looking for the ticket, and they're kind of going, oh, well, I know it's in here somewhere. Absolutely. I knew I was going to need it. Obviously put it at the bottom of my £5,000 huge massive fuck off bag with everything I own in it. So eventually they turn around and they notice me crying on the floor as I'm trying to crawl between their legs just to get to where I'm supposed to be going. And then you get to the top of the escalator to the person who's looking at their map at the top of the escalator, which is always a good place to look at a map because the escalator goes in so many different directions. And then you get down to the platform, and there's obviously an announcement before I get to the platform that says, please can you send 74 international students down onto the platform wearing matching backpacks to interrupt your entire journey. So I get down there, and I don't speak Spanish or Italian. I don't know what that teacher is saying to that group of students, but I imagine it goes something a bit like this. Right, kids, what we need to do is, if you see any people that are actually living in London, block the entire platform. Now, there's a couple trying to get past. Block their way. There's a person there. Can you make sure that you swing your backpack so they nearly got knocked down on the rails, please? Quicker than that. Fucking hell. And if any of these Londoners talk to you, can you turn around to them and say something completely incomprehensible in Spanish and give them a really fucking dirty look? Good going, that's brilliant. And what do we do when we get on the train, people? That's right, we shout as loud as we possibly can and give each other highly inappropriate lap dances. But it's not just a tube as well, I particularly love a bit of a night bus. If night bus action always goes down a bit well. I live just on the outskirts of Brixton, Herne Hill, bit posh. And I have to get the night bus through Brixton, and there is nothing better on a night bus than a cat fight. Because men, they just punch each other in the face and it's done. Girls, and it's always good when you see a girl fight back to weapon, and you can see it, it's like in slow motion. They give each other the evil eye, then they start kissing teeth. And then you slowly but surely see the hands go up to take the earrings off. And I was experiencing this once, and I thought it's going to kick off, and it did, and the earrings came off, and it was like, wow! And they just leapt on each other, and the best part of the whole thing was that one girl ripped the other girl's weave off, and started smacking her with it. Oh. You couldn't even write this stuff. But, you know, obviously talking about Brixton, it's all getting a bit righty right now. And I was walking through Brixton the other night, about an hour before it all kicked off big time. And reading about the riots today in Tottenham, I thought, oh god, well, you know, they've obviously got some brains because they looted Lidl. And it's like, well, I'm sorry, but I've been in Lidl, and they could have they probably caused about £10.56 worth of damage. They were probably at the door, the gang leaders were like going, come on, we're gonna fuck up the system, we're gonna fuck this place up. Get that trolley, smash it through the window. Have you got £1? I need £1 to get the trolley. I need to get £1 to get the trolley out. Fuck. And then they're writing on Tottenham High Road and Brixton Road. I don't know how much fried chicken you can steal. I imagine the police are just going round, just smelling people's fingers, going, lemon fresh wine, get in the fucking thing. I want to end now with a bit of a tribute.
All right.
Because 2 weeks ago, our generation lost one of the greatest musical voices that we've ever known, Miss Amy Winehouse. And no one knows yet what happened that night. No one knows the cause of death, no one knows anything. And I feel really sad, and I feel quite cheated as well. Because 2 guys actually planned and failed to murder Joss Stone. What the fuck? Amy was fucking good. Joss Stone was like, hi, I'm from Devon. Oh my god. I can forgive Joss, but I can't forget. Anyway, I've been Phillip Wragg, you guys have been amazing.